Hello, hello, hello. Incredible greetings, everyone. There we go. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Incredible greetings, incredible greetings. Welcome in, everyone. All right, I'm looking for this. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? It's not here. It's not here. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. All right, we're gonna figure this out real quick. Hello, hello. As you guys come in, drop a hey, how you doing? Let me know who's on. Let me know where you are watching from. We gotta talk, y'all. We seriously have to talk. Like for real, for real. Based on the post that I just made over on Facebook and the answers, we need to talk straight up. This is going to be, I'm going to give the disclaimer a couple of times because people may come in and be like, what the heck did I walk in on? All right. So I will be pausing to give this disclaimer a few times during this live broadcast. It's not going to be the nice, soft voice. It may come across a little aggressive because I feel like for this topic, y'all need a little push. I think you need someone to really light a fire under your butt and be a little aggressive with you. Like I'm just saying, based off of the answers on the post that I just made on Facebook, y'all need a little tough love. Unless you like working for free. You like doing all the things that you love and you're wanting to start a business, but you're giving it away. If you set up to be charitable, go ahead, do what you do, rock it out. But if you're like, no, I did this for a purpose, for a reason, stick around and tell your sensitive self to stay in the living room. Tell it to go outside, get some fresh air, catch some sun. So the sensitive person, right? The consumer, they can stay outside. But the person that's ready to make not just money, make a profit in your business, y'all take a seat. Come on in. I have to share this out. So you have a little bit of time to go grab you a snack, go grab you a drink, okay? And then grab a notebook. Definitely grab one of those. And come on back because I can't let my peoples be out here in these streets like this. I cannot have my people out here in these streets like this. No. We can't do this. No, we can't do this. I need y'all to run them likes up. On Facebook and YouTube, y'all can only give me one. It's okay. But you can help the algorithm by saying hello. Ask the question. What's going on? 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 But I need y'all to run this algorithm up because, baby, I'm not liking what I'm seeing, people. I'm really not liking what I'm seeing. And my creative peeps, that word that y'all like, my craft business folk, y'all got to do better. Someone asked me before, why do I feel like I need to teach the business side? And today proved that, like, no, I normally don't like the word coach. No, I still don't like the word coach. I'm gonna be your business professor. Like, no, I've spent a lot of time on the creative side. Like, I really, really have, like, teaching guys how to design, how to make stuff, how to get great tumblers, get great shirts, graduation, or just fans in general. Like, I've helped y'all on that. But like, I feel like me teaching you all of design stuff is all in vain. Because once you get the design part down, you can't be taking my teachings, that's priceless teachings, and making these dope designs, and then you giving it away basically for free. That's what we doing in these streets. So y'all really, y'all sit up here all the time. Y'all watching the professor's videos. Y'all watching them, you know? Y'all watching them, y'all learning. You learning some things about how to design in Silhouette Studio. Your design skills is elevating. You know, your tumblers are getting better. You're not having ghosting. Your shirts looking like yes. Your chip bags, they're not puckering. Your print and cuts is print and cutting. They're on point. Like, I'm teaching you all the things. But I'm starting to see a pattern that I do not like. I am not liking the pattern that I'm seeing. I'm seeing that y'all taking this $1 million education that I'm giving you, and you are selling it to folk for pennies. For real? That's how y'all gonna do me? That's how y'all gonna do me? For real? Like, no, I need y'all to answer me. That's how y'all gonna do me? Y'all finna get the good. I drop gems on top of gems, bombs on top of bombs, knowledge on top of knowledge. And y'all gonna take that. Y'all watch these videos. You like the videos. You're motivated. So y'all really gonna take all my teachings and get that shit away? For real? That's how we roll in 2024. A whole leap year. Y'all have an extra day this year to be great, okay? You ain't got 365. You got 366 days, and y'all really finna play in my face with these 366 days. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe this. I can't believe this is happening. So I'm gonna go ahead and pose this quote. As I go and share this out, so just in case you didn't see my post, I need the answers, okay? I need the answers. Maybe I should have asked the question, because now, so I need y'all to be honest, all right? Don't worry about it. No, I'm going to say no judgment, because I'm not going to judge you. Okay. Now, after this video, if I ever do this again and I ask this question and you watch this video and your answer is the same, then I'm going to judge. But right now, I promise you, I got a little passion in my voice. I got a little passion in my voice. It's not yelling. Okay. I'm not chastising. But I do have a little passion in my voice, okay? I'm going to just give you that disclaimer. But after this live, if I ask this question again and your question is the same, then I'm going to be judging. Fair enough? Is that fair? That I'm not going to judge you based off of your answer. I'm going to ask you a question. I'm not going to judge you off of that answer. But if in a couple months the answer is the same, it's okay for me to judge you, correct? I need answers. I see a few answers over here. Ooh, y'all are ready. This is a good good Saturday. Because y'all ran them likes up to over 1,000 real quick. Yes. Okay. I'm loving this energy over here. I'm loving the TikTok energy. You guys are answering questions. You are liking videos. I can't tell what y'all are doing over here. These numbers aren't numbering enough for me. So I need y'all to share. No, for real. Y'all in these craft groups, y'all got creative friends that y'all rocking with, but y'all don't be sharing. I need y'all to run these shares up. No, for real, I need y'all to run these shares up. Because today, for real, I need y'all to run these shares up. I need y'all to run these likes up. I need you to tag a friend, tag a couple people in this video. Because, yeah. So here's a question for you. Now, this right now, the first part of this, I'm going to kind of break it up, right? So I'm going to do a couple things. I need you to write which one you kind of fall in, and don't put all of them in one, separate them. So if you are someone that does sublimation tumblers, I cannot speak. Well, I can speak for epoxy and glitter because y'all be mad bugging on those two. And when it comes to rhinestones. So let's start with sublimation tumblers, 20 ounce, not 16, not 12, not 30, not 40. Let's go with the, well-rounded, this is the most versatile tumbler size for a 20 ounce custom designed sublimation tumbler. How much are you currently charging? Don't say how much you want to charge. How much are you currently charging for a custom designed tumbler? We're going to get the t-shirts. We're going to get the chip bags. We're going to get some party favors. I promise you we are. But I'm going to start here because that's where the question started at. If you are someone that's doing custom sublimation tumblers, how much are you charging? If you are somebody, let's say, if you're not buying them, maybe I got some folk on here who aren't in the creative business. You aren't a crafter, you're not starting a craft business. If you just so happen to come across this video, a sublimation tumbler it's a drink. It's the stainless steel one. It's gonna hold your ice. It's gonna keep everything cold, keep everything hot. This is a tumbler, stainless steel tumbler. Oh, I wish I had some nails. I probably need some nails so I can do like the girlies and go. I don't have no nails, so let's see. Not the same effect, but you get it. All right. So one of these, right? Actually, I should have showed it clear. I should have showed a blank one so that you don't kind of get caught up in the design. Let me go grab a blank one. Please hold. Continue to comment. If you are selling sublimation tumblers, how much are we selling them for? 20 ounce tumblers. Okay. Okay. Let me know. Let me know. Comment. All right. Okay, so you don't do anything sublimation. Okay, I get that. Danetta, that's what I said. I'm going to talk about some other things, right? So what is it that you currently make? The one I did too, I burned it. So I said, no way, you gave up after one? Come on. Okay, what is it that you do? Since you're not doing sublimation anything, that means, wait, you're not doing sublimation anything, but you did one, which means you have a sublimation setup. Or did you buy a transfer? Did you buy a sublimation transfer, or do you have a sublimation printer, sublimation ink, sublimation paper, and you're not doing anything sublimation? Or did you buy a transfer to do a tumbler with? Talk to me. Talk to me, baby. Come and talk to me. Oh, I really want to hear from you. Can I talk to you? Oh, I really want to know. Okay. You have all of the things and you don't do it. You tried it once. So, okay, wait, hold on. Holy Spirit, activate. No, seriously. Okay, wait. My bad, y'all. Pause. I got to talk over here real quick. So when you got all of the things, did you think that you were going to print out and it was going to be perfect the first time? Because you said you gave up after one. You thought that it was going to be perfect the first. Oh my gosh. How many people? Okay, wait. Now I have to ask everybody. How many people saw just like when you happen to see a finished tumbler? Ooh, I want to do that. And you got your setup thinking that it was going to be perfect the first few times. What? Okay, so I'm scared. We got to get you out of that. All right. Okay, so on TikTok, I'm liking your numbers a little bit better. Y'all aren't so bad. So maybe y'all don't need this talking, but you probably need this talking. Okay. So it's not so bad. Not so bad over here. Now, if it's not if it's not custom, if it's I'm not going to say, I see Aquisha, she said ready to ship. I don't really, tumblers take like a second to make. So unless you have a product line and you are really shipping out in volume, you really should not have any ready to ship. Especially if you have a customs business. But if you have something and it's like, okay, I'm like, this is literally my signature one, and I want to be able to pull it off of the shelf and then send it, you know, then this would be ready to ship, and you would go and you would just spend time making them without any orders. You already have them made, they're on the shelf, someone placed an order and you can pull off the shelf and then they pick it up or you ship it. That is what ready to ship means. Now, if it is a pre-made design that you're not doing any editing to, you happen to find a really nice design on a site, you downloaded it, and you're not doing anything to it, you know, maybe sizing it, printing it out, putting it on a tumbler. How much are you guys charging for that? So with a pre-made design, so I don't say ready to ship, but Aquisha, what I do like is ready to print. So if you have an RTP design, meaning ready to print, or you know what? No. I like the S, Aquisha. I like the S because that can be ready to sub. I like that one. Okay. So we're not using the S as ship. We're going to do ready to sub or ready to print. I like RTP and I like RTS for ready to sub, but then people will think it's ready to ship. So I think, what y'all think? Ready to print or RTS ready to sub? Which one should we go with? Which one should we go with? RTP or RTS? You like ready to sub? Yeah, I think I'm leaning more towards like RTP. I think I'm going to use that terminology, ready to print. So if you had a ready to print pre-made design, how much are we selling those for? How much are we selling RTP, ready to print? How much are we selling RTPs for? All of my designs are at the drop of a hat. No, they're not. Okay, wait. I'm not gonna say that. What time frame is considered drop of a hat? So drop of a hat is you're making a design in how long? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 seconds. Like what are we? Wait, you said your custom ones were 45, right? Hold on, let me go back. I thought I saw. So wait, your custom ones are 45 and you're ready to print are also 45? I like ready to print because a lot of customers don't know what sub means. Okay. All right. RTP. Okay. Starting at 20. All right. So what? Now, man, see, this is what this conversation is going to trickle over into our creative lounge session because I need to hear some voices. I need some feedback on some of these answers. We're going to do this in the creative lounge on February 1st. Yeah, we're going to have this discussion in the creative lounge on February 1st because yeah, all of your tumblers are $45. So if you were to go to a site like Creative Fabrica or whatever, or even, y'all like the AI stuff, you're going to sell that for 45. And then if you spend time designing it, it's also 45. Okay. All right. So oh wait, hold on, y'all. My bad. I didn't share it out. My bad. Hold on. I got like real into this and I forgot to share it out. My bad. Hold on. A change is coming. All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on. One, I had to put it on public so y'all can share it out. Oh, come on. We can do better than that. So I did share this in my Facebook groups. If you're watching it inside of a Facebook group, you are not going to see the option to share. It might say send, but if they're not in the group, they're not going to see it. But I am live on my regular Shakia Lavelle uh, um, page on Facebook. It's also streaming on 365 Creative Academy, formerly Silhouette Anonymous's business page. So if you would like to share it out with someone that's not in the group, you are going to have to go to click on my name to go to my page, find that, and you're going to have to share from there. In the groups, you will not see a share because all of my groups are closed groups. You have to be a member to see what's in it. It's not a public group, okay? So make sure that you guys do hit share. I'm telling y'all, this gonna help you. It's gonna help you. All right. So I buy designs ready to print. Oh, you don't design. Okay. That's a little bit different. You don't design. You are only using ready to print designs and you're selling them for $45. Oh, baby. I like you. I like the way I love the way you're going. And if you're selling them, you don't have any problem with them. Yes. This ain't for you. Because some of the other folk, for custom, I don't know. Wait, am I seeing numbers? Wait a minute. I'm about to shut down Facebook and YouTube because y'all are not coming with the numbers. Y'all aren't coming with the engagement. It doesn't hurt you guys to engage. It really doesn't. I know you're busy, you're doing this, you're doing that. If you're driving, that's different. Maybe you clicked it, you're watching, you're driving, that's different. If you turned it on and you walked away, you're working on something, that's not an excuse. You can come back over real quick, say hello, and you can answer the question. I need to see some engagement. That's all I'm asking for is a little bit of engagement, help the numbers out, answer the questions. I don't see enough people who have answered this question. Unless maybe that's all the people who are doing tumblers. Let's do this. Who's doing sublimation tumblers? Raise your hand. Who's doing sublimation tumblers? Raise your hand. Because I'm not liking the engagement over on Facebook and YouTube. I'm really not. Come and talk to me. Come on, come engage with me. I really want to help you. Come engage with me. Oh, I really want to help you. Oh. I'm trying to help y'all. So if you do tumblers, sublimation tumblers, a custom designed sublimation tumbler, how much are you selling or considering? Because some of you guys are in the learning process and you're not quite selling just yet, and I understand that. So if you are considering selling, or if you are selling, what's going to be that starting, or what is going to be your definitive price for a custom designed tumbler? So you're going to put a design customized on this. What's the price point? Custom designed, not ready to print, custom designed. What are you currently charging? All right. So I see a lot of people say start at, right? We say start at for these tumblers. What determines it going up? What is that determining factor for it to go past your starting at price? What is that determining factor? 20 ounce. Okay. I said 20. Did I say it? Okay. So let's correct that. 20 ounce sublimation tumbler. I said it in the beginning, but maybe not this time. So I'm going to be very specific in this. This is not generalized because of, yes, depending on the size and things like that, it will change. So we are speaking of 20 ounce skinny straight sublimation tumblers. What are we charging for customized, custom designed sublimation tumblers? What are you currently charging? Or what were you considering charging if you are not selling them yet? Not speaker, standard 20-ounce tumblers. And that's not enough for speaker. I'm sorry. If we're talking custom design, that's definitely not enough for the speaker one. Adding a name, 60, wait, now you tripping. Hold up. So when you say adding a name, do you mean you have a design that's done and you're just going to type their name out? You're just going to type their name out and it jumps up $20? But if you're selling, girl, I'm not going to knock your hustle, baby. I'm not even hustle. I'm not going to knock your business. If you are able to take a $45 tumbler standard and all you do is just add their name and you can tack on $20, baby, you need to be teaching a masterclass. Oh, honey, why are you not teaching? Show people the game, how to do that. If you are, whoa, I'm not knocking the business. Because, baby, if you can mark up a name for $20, yes, God. Yes, God. Hallelujah. Yeah, see, over here, they're saying they're charging $5. You need to teach a masterclass. I need you to get live and share with the people. How are you getting them to pay an extra $20 just for a name? Yes, God. No, I'm not. Look, guys. Okay. All right. This is very important. When you guys are in a class or in a session and someone is trying to help, right? We have to listen. Listen to what it actually is being said and what is being asked. No adding rhinestones, just a custom sublimation design. No adding glitter, no epoxy on top. You are going to go to your computer, whether it is Silhouette Studio, Canva, Photoshop, Illustrator, CorelDRAW, Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer, Photopeef, what's the other one? Procreate, whatever it is. You're going to go into those programs and you're going to put something together. You are then going to print it out. And then you are going to sublimate it onto a 20-ounce skinny sublimation tumbler. That's all we're looking for. No additive to it, just a standard 20-ounce skinny sublimation tumbler where you are going to design, print, and sub. So do you only sell your tumblers at special events? Do you only sell your tumblers at special events? So now guys, I gotta be more specific. No special events. You're in your home, you're designing, you're creating a custom. I know, well, for you, you said you don't custom design at all. So you're in your home or in your workspace, you're custom designing, you're printing them out, you're sublimating them. Where are we at on this? Even if you ship out, or if someone picks up, but not on location. On location is that's a different beast. That is a different beast, and the same rules don't apply when you're on location. Okay, all right. So I have a few questions. I have a few answers here. So now I'm seeing a little bit more answers. All right. Let's go over here. All right, content. So I forgot to do something over here. All right. Okay, so let me see up here. Let me go back. Hello, everyone. Don't want to be rude. Thank you so much for letting us know that you are watching from coastal Georgia. Hello, how art thou? Hi from Connecticut, on my way to the grocery store. Okay. Cabo says, talk about it. What's going on? I'm at my shop working and listening to your valuable message. Thank you. And I see that you kind of came over here on TikTok as well. So thank you for watching from both platforms. I got my notebook. I have liked both channels. Thank you so much. Can't wait. Amen and amen again. Hallelujah. Just so happen to come across this right now, and you are so right. I see these people selling their stuff on Etsy for nothing. It infuriates me. Thank you for saying this. It's insulting that so many are selling their stuff for something. I'm not sure what was supposed next. We work long and hard to be working. You have to know your worth. I don't that's something I definitely do not teach. I'm not gonna say preach it, but it's not something that I really say, because everybody is worth something. At the end of the day, everybody is worth something, but what you do may not be of value to somebody else. So you should never, for me personally, I'm not saying this for anyone, you don't have to adopt this ideology, but everybody, every person that is breathing, whether you are selling something or whatever you are doing, you are worth something. You are worth something to this planet, to this country, to your family, to your community. You are worth something. Just because you should know, right, and you embrace your worth, doesn't mean that others will find value in that. And that is the difference when it comes to a business and selling a product or service. It's not about your worth. It's about the value that somebody else is going to put on it. I like having a vehicle to get me from point A to point B. Waiting on a bus, and back in the day, a jitney was not the move. I didn't like that when I was in school, teenager, whatever. I didn't like waiting on a bus. I didn't like waiting on a jitney, being stuck out in the rain or whatever. I needed a vehicle. Because I needed a vehicle, some people they need a vehicle. They're going to get what they can afford, what they put value on. I don't put value on some of these really, really expensive cars. They're going to get me from point A to point B. I like a little, I like a couple things, but some of this stuff, just because it has somebody's name on it and they say that it's made with the best parts, I've seen very, very expensive cars get hit and they are completely totaled because they are made from trash. I'm not a speed demon, so I'm not buying a car that's made from very lightweight material so that I can go and fly up and down the Autobahn or the expressway. So things like that are not of value to me. So I don't care how great it is. I don't put value on that. So I'm never going to be interested. I'm never going to pay that price because I don't put value on those features of that vehicle. So that's going to be the determinant. Some people put value on that. Some people value just status. They want the car. Some people don't even drive a car. I know some folks that got a whole expensive car. Well, I ain't gonna say I know them, but they talk about it and they don't even have a driver's license. It's just the way that it looks. They value how people perceive them based off of what they have. So value, and it's the value that the consumer puts on it. Your worth should not be a factor. That is something that drives me crazy. And I feel like people say that to creatives and they say that to those in business. I see it so much in the craft world from coaches and gurus and this, that, and the third to make their audience feel good. Your worth doesn't matter because you should always feel worthy. You have to understand what's going to really push the needle on your business and you making money. Okay, I'm getting off my soapbox now. People say I'm too high, but I'm too with that. I'm not for everyone. Exactly. If they say that you're too high, that's not your customer. I feel like a Maybach, a Rolls Royce, those too high for me. I'm not doing it. I'm not a person that puts a lot of value on handbags. It's going to hold the same receipts. It's going to be full of receipts. So do I need a $5,000 bag to hold these receipts from Wawa's? Nope. So yeah, I'm definitely not, that's too high for me. I don't put value on it. So when it's like that, you think they worried about me being their customer? No, that's another thing that I see. Y'all are worried about somebody saying you're too high. Why? That's not your customer. All those high-end brands, they not worried about us being their customer. Do you think they're trying to come down in price to appease you and to appeal to your pockets? Hell no. All right, so 35, 36, 36, 33, that's a very specific number. I wonder, where did Aquisha learn to have very specific numbers that's brandable, that's memorable, instead of just having a blanket number? I wonder where she learned that from. I like it. 35 to 40. My ready to print start at 25, 33. baby. I'm telling you, when a student be paying attention, baby, you can tell when the students paying attention and they get into the money. Hey, hey. Oh, that's my star pupil. She be doing it. Okay, my bad. Let me come back. Let me be professional. My first one was not perfect. I baked the image right up, back off. Mine wasn't perfect after the first 100 times until it was. I wrote you back. Every time you message me, I message you back. You end up not messaging back, and then you go post in the group, but you end up sending me a message and you don't reply back. So you have to reply back to your messages when I reply back to you. Ready to print. I like ready to print starting at 40. I like ready to, I read that one. Let's see. I'm watching. I just have hopped on. Hey, Princess. Hey, Connie. Hello, hello. I do tell us. Okay, so we see all these people. Sub only starts at 20, 15 additional for custom design. Okay, I like that because that means that you understand that your design fee needs a fee attached to it. So I do like how I like where yours is starting at. I love that. I love that. Let's see. Let's see. I'm loving the song. Yep, people need to get this. We are responsible for the prices we're making off of this. Mine start at 25 in the learning process. I sell mine for 30. Probably could do 50 at my vendor shows, but I don't. Okay. I know I should charge a little more because I was taught better than that, but nobody wants to buy my tumblers. About who you're marketing to. We got to work on that as well. My speaker tumblers are 50, adding their name and the tumbler size 37. My customs are 30. Hey, Miss Lydia, how art thou? 45. Yes, Sonia. I know it jumps up $5 additional. Create a whole design for them, add their photo. Some to do their own designs. One of you I've had at my shows. We airdrop it, print and press. Okay. Yeah, if you're doing all that at a show, yeah, you definitely should be charging more at the show. 30, I sell mine for 30, 65. Mostly do my online shop. My basic customs, 25, custom 20-ounce skinny tumblers, base price of 37. Okay. How come same rules don't apply on location? Because it's right there. It's on demand. You actually, especially if you're customizing it and they're getting it on demand, you actually can charge more because think about it. When you are making it and you have to ship it out, there is a shipping fee for that. So with you doing it on location, it's giving it to them on demand. You actually can charge more. 25 and up. I have different clients. We all can have clients that are willing to pay if you're doing what you need to do to attract those clients. Love this explanation. Me too. OMG. I'm a personal trainer. I know my worth and my knowledge of what I'm giving. I'm not trying to change anyone's mind. That's just my perspective on it. So if that's how that's how you set up your business, that's perfect. Again, I am not the holy grail of information. My way of thinking is not going to be everyone's way of thinking. I'm just expressing, and just for me, how I kind of see it. Because I feel like everybody is worthy, but everyone doesn't see that value. And the people that see the value are going to be the ones that actually pay for things. Sorry, my screen is cracked. My prices might seem high too, but it's because it's being compared to others who sell way too cheap. Okay. All right. So over here, I saw a lot of comments over here. Okay, let me go back up. 45. Don't give up. Let's see. Because I was on a rampage. So let's see. 40, 35 to 50, at least 35 starting. Epoxy 45. It all depends on design and the time. I do let people know ahead of time. You should. Your prices should be clearly outlined. I gave up a year ago. Hopefully you've printed since then, because if not, your printer may not work. No, and I buy 2 substrates if it is my first time subbing the product. 2 is not enough. I like the epoxy more art form. Ooh, I don't know if I like that. I feel like this is art. Like, I don't know if that's, I feel like this is art as well. Than like the epoxy ones. I mean, if it's something that is a design, like where's my one that's kind of, where did that one go? Oh. I mean, with something like this where you're adding glitter or you're doing like the lines and stuff like that, I can maybe, but I think that custom designing like this is also an art form. I really, really do. 20 for pre-made wraps. Okay, ready to print. All of my designs, okay, ready to print. I don't design. Finally downloaded TikTok. I do custom designs. Me. Plan on starting. So I'm taking notes and paying attention. So I know, but I'm not just here though. I'm actually on Facebook and YouTube. So, and TikTok. I'm on 3 different platforms, really 3 different platforms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 locations. I'm at work, but I'm answering you. 40, depends on the size of the tumbler. Adding a name 65. Oops, I meant to say the time you put in. You have time to fill out. Ooh, that's where we're going with this one too. Let's see. No, I have some in my shop. All right. I missed the gist of everything. What's the topic for today? Just stick around. It'll come back around. I miss you too. Hello. How art thou? All right. So here's where this kind of came from. So I asked a question, custom designs, 20-ounce elevation tumblers, how much we charge it? And I'm seeing things like in my area, $15, $20, $25. I mean, the ones that were $30, I'm like, okay, maybe I can probably rock with that, but we're talking custom designs. Now, I'm not, sometimes you have a template, and if it's just something where you're dropping a picture inside, so you have a pre-made template, it has a spot for a picture, you're just going to drop that picture in, you're not doing any editing to this design, and you're not, like, maybe you're at a name, you have a set text, set font, and you're probably, not changing any colors. Because once we start changing colors on designs, then that's really, really customizing, personalizing it. But if it's you have a pre-made one, this is, everybody will have this. The only thing that's going to be different is the name on it, dropping a picture in it. That's not full on design. Like, that's literally drag and drop, right? But if we're going and you have to find elements, you have to modify elements, adjust colors, find fonts and things of that nature. You have to remove backgrounds and edit. Like, these are things that even for the best graphic designer, even if you have a library full of images like Canva, right? You still have to search for those. You still have to figure out what's going to be the perfect one, unless you already have this amazing design, you visualize it, you know exactly where those images are, those elements are, you know exactly what the name is. Like, then you might be able to do it like in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But even the most skilled person who's designing from scratch and has a whole library and you're doing all these different designs, you are going to have to go into your system, find these elements. You're going to have to figure out which font matches the aesthetic of the design. So you're going to be in that design, like designing it, not printing it, not making it, nothing else. You're going to be doing that. Let's say if you are highly, highly skilled, at least 30 minutes, 30, 45 minutes. From in front of your computer to printing. Well, I'm not going to say printing, because then you still have to send that to the client for them to clear the design and say, to approve the design. So 45 minutes for you to go to where you are happy with sending that draft to the customer. Not so skilled, maybe an hour, right? If you're really, really new, yes, it might take you 2 hours, and that's where it gets kind of gray if you're not skilled. You know that you're not skilled. You're brand new to this. And it's taking you a little bit longer. You may have to be okay with like minimum wage for that design. You can't go and say, because it took me 2 hours, I want to get paid $25 an hour. Now, if it's a skill that you know and you are an expert at, and that particular task, like even by a skilled person, takes 2 hours, then yes, if your rate is $25 an hour, $50 an hour, $75 an hour, whatever it is, if you're skilled at it. But if you're brand spanking new and it's taking you that long, you may only be kind of averaging out maybe $10 an hour, 50, or at least maybe minimum wage, depending on what your state is. You have to account for that time. So many of you guys are selling tumblers that start off like this, that you may end up doing this basic design because you were able to purchase it. Now, if you were someone and you're like, I want to make this myself, you still have a lot of elements to kind of do. This is something where from scratch, if you know exactly where the elements are, you might be able to design this 15 minutes, boom, 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 okay, you're done. Something like this, if you're trying to design these from scratch, which is why I'm like, I'm also not that professor, I'm not that instructor that's going to say you don't need Etsy, you don't need Creative Fabrica, you don't need design bundles, because somebody who wasn't trying to sell sat there and designed this and they were able to resell it. If you were making this custom for one person with no guarantee that you were going to sell it to somebody else, you don't know if somebody else is going to like this setup. This is something, even the most skilled person, it's going to take you some time to go in, create all of the elements, change all the colors, apply the like either stamping or like vector mask and the brushes to create like this distress part here. Even the most skilled person to go in, create your gradient, figure out your slider for your gradients. If you're creating everything from scratch, this could take you a significant amount of time if you don't plan to, like if you made this specifically for one person, nothing customized on it. If you were designing this for one person, you yourself, not ready to print, then you need to still charge for this. So many people think that custom is only doing this and adding pictures to it. No, that's not just, this is not the only thing that is custom. If you were doing all these other designs and someone says, man, I know you make great designs. I really, really, really want, I love animal print. I love colors. And can you make me X, Y, and Z? And you design this specifically for them. Don't you know that this plain design with nothing on it, if you were designing for one person, should be just as much as this? So if you guys were to see these on this show, would you expect this one to cost more than this one? So you're looking at these side by side. Should this tumbler, in your opinion, cost more than this tumbler? I should have asked that first before I gave my explanation, because now that you've heard it, you're not going to be able to unhear it and your brain isn't going to process it because like, okay, no, now what you said, no, it's going to be the same. I probably should have asked it before. Yeah, so now you can't unhear it. But, most people, the average person would think that this is more valuable than this because they just see this and don't understand that this was custom made for someone with no guarantee that this is ever going to be sold again. When you are custom designing, that is the mindset that you have to have, unless you plan to actually market that design and print that, like turn that into a ready to print design. So many crafters have this thing that everything has to be unique. No, it doesn't have to be. For some, you work from home. You're making money from the comfort of your home, your craft space, your workspace, your creative space. But you still have to apply the principles of business if you're really in this to make money. You cannot customize everything. You're not your client. For some of you, your clients aren't those with disposable income and they want rare finds. They want one of a kind. They take pride and they're going to boast about the fact that I have this one of a kind tumbler. If that is your clientele, then yes, customize every single piece. You have artists that understand that their original piece of artwork is more valuable, but in order, like other people will want that. So instead of repainting this over again for 100 people, 1,000 people, it's their original artwork, but they're going to have this artwork mass produced so that others can enjoy it in their homes. They have a Shakia original. Is it like it's an original design? Is it the original painting? No, but they want it. So because if I was a famous artist, that painting would still be valuable, even in a mass produced way. And there is a way, like, there you have artists to where they will produce them, they will have them mass produced, but there's still going to be something on it that says this is an official mass production of this particular art. Then you have someone that might pay top dollar for the original one that you designed that has like that's on that original canvas. That's going to be more valuable than the reprints. And then you might have some people who are going to make copies of the reprints, but they're not official ones. And that's the people who are going to sell them. So you have some, they don't care if anyone knows or cares that it's like from the original artist that you purchased it directly from Shakia the professor. They just want to have it in their house. They want to have it in their home. So they're going to be okay with paying, like I will never pay $50,000 for that painting. I'm not finna pay I'm not about to pay $2,000 for the mass production ones. Oh, it's somebody that's selling this for $60. Hey, unless you finna come up, I'm finna take a picture. I'm finna showboat. I'm finna show out online, on social media, on the gram. Like I paid $2,000 because unless you come here, you may not be able to tell. There's some people that like the way things look, but they don't put that much value on it. This is why I preach understanding what your customers value. If you are selling to people and you're not saying selling, you're marketing to people, you're only showing your work to people who don't put value on having something that is customized for them, you are going to forever be stuck making pennies and working for free. So the questions that I put, so I'm going to ask you guys some of the questions that I put in the description. Some of you guys probably didn't even read it. So I'm going to answer them. We're going to put it 1 and you're going to put your answer, right? 1. Are you in it for the love or to make money? That's question number 1. And whatever it is that you do, party favors, event planning, making custom t-shirts, custom drinkware, whether it's for graduation, if it's for memorials, if it's for pet lovers, it's for birthdays, it's for baby showers, if you are making if you're making your own candles, if you're making soaps, if you're making hair care products, if you do hair, if you wash cars, if you do interior designing, if you paint, whatever it is that you do where you are not clocking in on somebody else's job to do it, and you have said, I want to be responsible for the success and failure of this venture, are you doing it for the love or to make money? So that's question 1. You have to pick one. It cannot be both. Because there's a reason why I'm saying it can't be both. Are you doing it for the love of it or to make money? Most people who do it for the love of it, they don't care about the money. If they made $0, they still do what they do. When I come on live videos, I don't make any money. I do this for the love of helping my people. When I sell my classes, if I'm doing a dedicated structured class, if I'm doing a session like the Creative Lounge, that is $23.65 for the first month, $15.63 for the next month after that, for 2 months after that. And I'm going to meet with my people every day, Monday through Friday. That is to make money. But when I come on this platform, it's for the love of it. I'm not making any money. I'm helping other people make money by changing their mindset, but I don't make any money on this. But if you go to my website, shop.hsinc365.com, and you enroll in the Creative Lounge, I am getting on there. As much as I want to help you, there is a fee associated with me helping you through the Creative Lounge, because that's to make money. It ain't both. Boom. And hello. We are going into question number 2. Question number 2. Are you in it to make money or make a profit? So that is question number 2. Are you in it to make money or are you in it to make a profit? It's still not a guarantee. It can possibly, but it's still not a guarantee. What if that design was so custom to their liking and no one else likes that type of design? So although you can, and it's not exclusive to them, so you go, you have your disclaimer and you let them know that this design will not be exclusive to them, that it can be resold to others. Yes, you can put it out there, but it's still no guarantee, because what if nobody else resonates with that? So it will never be a guarantee that you will sell that design ever again. Ooh, neither. I'm nonprofit, in it to help others. I have no idea where you guys get this notion that nonprofit means that a business doesn't make money. Do you guys understand how much nonprofits make money? Nonprofits need to make money. They need to make a profit to provide services for free or at a discount to the masses. So they have to make money, whether it's through selling products or doing something, whatever. If it is for if they're getting it via grants, whatever it is, in order for you to service people, which like whoever you're going to service, like they're getting that. But the nonprofit itself, they're there to make money. CEOs don't work for nonprofits for free, because where are you going to get the resources from? Or if you are saying, I'm going to pay for everything out of my pocket, now that's a little bit different. Then that would be that's not for it's not like nonprofit. If you're doing charitable work, you want to be able to, well, I can't even say you can't even claim that on your taxes, because when it comes to the taxes and you're making these charitable contributions, there's a certain way and a certain company that you have to set up, like for that, really, like to stand up to an audit. Just you giving away money where that cannot be verified that it was for nonprofit. Churches are nonprofit. They're set up as nonprofit entities, but they're definitely there to make money. So unless you are saying from your personal finances, you just want to purchase items and you are going to give them away. Nonprofit means that you are, like, when you're giving it to someone, there's no stipulations. They can have that for free unless you're having them write an essay or do some type of submission to be reviewed and then they get it. But for the most part, they are like nonprofits. Normally they go and they donate things to someone. It's that whoever they're giving it to, that particular person does not have to give that organization any money. But that nonprofit brings in money so they can go and help the people. So we have to be mindful of what we're saying and like how we're thinking about stuff. Because if you're saying you said neither, I'm a nonprofit, it is to help others. That means that your personal money, because obviously if you're not running a business to bring in money to make these items, that means from your personal finances, from your job, whatever that is, you're taking a portion of your personal finances and you're going to make it and you're going to donate it to someone. nonprofits make money, and it's just used differently than for a profit business. Yeah, and then they're how they have to move that money in those donations, move a certain way. So yes, people donate to my nonprofit. So people donate. That means whenever you, so next, I'm going to make sure I'm understanding this. So what you're saying to me is people will donate to pay for all of your supplies. So when you go to make this, you are not charging anyone for this because others are donating and they're basically paying for it. So when you go, you make this item, you make a shirt, you make candles, you make whatever, you are going to give it to the recipient without any exchange of funds. I just want to make sure. I'm saying, hold on, I'm definitely not saying it like in a constant. This is kind of how I'm just like, I'm learning through therapy. What I'm understanding is, so like I'm learning because even in my, my own household, I'm learning through therapy to ask those questions to make sure that I'm clear on stuff. So my question is, what I'm hearing you say is others donate towards the supplies. Your time, you are donating for free because no one's paying for your time. They're donating items. They're donating maybe money for the items, and you're giving the final product to someone without any exchange of funds. All right. So the next question, do you like working for free? I know couponers who used to do the nonprofit from their stockpile out of storage units. Okay. And that was different because they had a love for couponing. They were still spending their own money. And then when they gave it away, that was nonprofit, but it still came from their money. No one gave them money for any type of product or service. You like working for free. So on a regular job, you would go in and work and not expect to get paid. You're willing to trade your time to an organization and not get anything out of it. And free, I didn't say, are you willing to work for no money? So we're talking free. You're going to get nothing in exchange. No exposure, no no future, like no contacts, like no networking. You are working for free. You are gaining nothing from the work that you are putting in. I didn't say you're willing to work for no money. You can give your time away for free. You can go and not make any money. If there is no benefit to you, are you willing to work whether it's on the front end or the back end, it is of no benefit to you? That's volunteering. That's not working. Guys, listen to the words I'm saying. I didn't say volunteer. I said work. Work normal. There's something that comes. There's reciprocation for work. Volunteering is not work, which is why there's a totally different word for it. Do you like working for free? Volunteering is not working. You do work, so it's like you're going in, it's just volunteer. I mean, you're doing a task, but that's not working. Words are powerful. Understanding terminology is definitely key. I volunteer all the time. I volunteer with my coaching, volunteer my time to creatives, volunteer my time to my church. I volunteer time to my children's school. I'm the PTA president. I volunteer my time for that. That is volunteer work. That is not work. Like, that's volunteer. I mean, like I said, work, but that's just volunteering. To me, that's not considered work. I don't work for free. You volunteer your time. Exactly. I don't have time to be giving out my services for free. I don't know about that first part. Working is normally something you don't want to do, so you expect to get paid for it. No, I love what I do. When I go and I'm in my classes, I'm teaching, this is what I love to do. I love it. I absolutely love it. So for me, I'm not going to agree with the first part. But it's working is something you love to do. You probably do it for free because you love it. Yeah. I can get on here and do this part for free, but I will not ever do a full on, you're going to come on Zoom with me and I'm not going to get anything. So no, for me, I'm just going to say for me, I can't resonate with that one. So if we start to think about these things and how we are approaching business, right? We think about why we got into wanting to have a business. Oh, that's another thing. You guys do understand that being in business and being an entrepreneur are two different things, right? Do we understand that? If we don't understand that, be honest. Be honest. I also volunteer at a support group for survivors and prison ministry, but this is work. There's a very big difference between someone that owns a business and an entrepreneur. I'm not going to explain here. Some things y'all gonna have to come on my job for, okay? This is volunteering. For some of these answers, y'all gonna have to come to my job. My job is at shop.hsync365.com or 365 Creative Academy. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and have a commercial break. If you are enjoying this live broadcast, my name is Shakia Lavelle, also known as, well, let me say Shakia Lavelle Pericles, also known as Shakia the Professor. For several years now, I have been coming online, volunteering my time, to teach other crafters, creatives, how to do a wide variety of things. Everything from learning to design, primarily from Silhouette Studio, using your Silhouette cutting machines to create so many different, amazing, really cool, custom, crafty things. We also talk about business and marketing. So I'm sharing all of my 26 years of knowledge, because for me, this really started once I was introduced to graphic designing at Barbara Goldman. And just kind of grew from there. My time, the things that I learned while I was in the military, the things that I learned while working at a radio station, the things that I learned while working for Brinks, and like when it comes to sales, the things that I learned from customer service, working at PRC and a call center for DirecTV, the things that I learned working for American Airlines Arena and Levy restaurants and seeing how inventory control goes, the things that I learned working for a person whose name I will never mention because baby, it's just not worth it to mention her name, but I worked for her as an operations manager, and that's how I really, really learned a lot of the back of the house stuff. And when I watched somebody who was horrible in business, it was a valuable lesson to me because I saw what I did not want to do to end up basically broke and robbing Peter to pay Paul. Okay. So through all of those experiences and just being in business, having highs, lows, having moments where I wanted to give up, but I'm still here, being able to push through it, being someone that can share having a heart attack at the age of 42 with no warning signs, and seeing the things that probably led up to that. I have dedicated my life. I love what I do. So I've been teaching that online between Silhouette Anonymous, now 365 Creative Academy, and honestly speaking, for 10 years now. Over the past 6 years, I have monetized that through paid classes. So that is the work that I created for myself, the job that I created for myself, the company that I created for myself, where that's where I make money. And then 3 years ago, we added a product to our money-making endeavors. We created an additional stream of income by purchasing sublimation paper, finding the best sublimation paper and ink and some other accessories, and we sell them on our website. shop.hsink365.com. If you are someone that is interested in learning how to design, I use Silhouette Studio, but you can take that knowledge, that base knowledge of how to design, and you can apply it to other programs. We are also teaching Photoshop, which, by the way, live sessions for Photoshop, they are starting back. If you've purchased the Photoshop Essentials, I'm going to do the same thing that I'm doing with Essential Silhouette Studio and the live session. So you'll be able to attend live if you purchased it, just the replay. We're going to be doing some live sessions for Photoshop as well. Go on over to the website. So that's just a little bit about me and who I am. So I gave you a little bit of breakdown that she might know what she's talking about. Just a little bit. She might know a little something about a little something. All right. We do have an opportunity for you guys to get answers to questions like that. Can you break down the two? Can you help me when it comes to pricing? Can you help me think like not just someone who's monetizing their crafts, how to think like a business owner, and then to also think like an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs, their minds never stop. They're always thinking about systems to make money. Like that's always on their brain. All right. If you are looking to monetize your skills, monetize your crafts in a way to where you can make money to start off, and then understand what it is to run a business and then make a profit, we have an opportunity for the next 3 months. It is our Creative Lounge, where I will be online, not here. We will meet via Zoom. You can talk to me. You can unmute. We are going to meet via Zoom every single day, Monday through Friday. Real short sessions to not overwhelm you, but it'll give you things to think about. We'll have actionable steps during these sessions. But Monday through Friday, we will meet for the next 3 months. It is $25.63. If you want to break it down into monthly payments, you go to 365creativeacademy.com. The link is in the description if you're watching on YouTube and Facebook. For guys on TikTok, I will update my link tree and you guys can go over there. But it's $23.65 the first month. Each month after that is $25.63 for 2 months. We're doing this as a pilot program just to see your engagement, your participation, if it's really helping you. If y'all are going to waste my time, I'm wasting yours, we're going to really see. So for 3 months, if you have $45.63 today or tomorrow, whatever, and you want to pay for it one time, you can go to shop.hsink365.com, and there is an option to pay for it one time. You are going to save $9.28 by paying for it one time. And we're going to have conversations like this and these questions, these follow-up questions that you have. Can you explain that? How can I overcome this? People are saying I'm too high. How do I reach the audience that's going to pay for it? How do I structure this? How do I know how much money I actually can make in a month? Because we have this thing that, people keep talking about it. Oh, make 6 figures. You can make 6 figures. You can make 7 figures. You can make, 5 figures, whatever it is. And they tell you this, but they never really give you a game plan. Because for certain things that you do, there is a cap. There really is a cap. So while you're thinking you're going to do these things and you're going to be able to make this extra money, you really don't have the time or resources to be able to do that. I'm going to help you understand what your current resources can actually bring in for you through these sessions. So $45.63 if you have it to pay for it one time. So you're going to save $9.28. But if you're like, I need to break this up, you're going to go to the Academy site, 365 Creative Academy. It is $23.65 for the first month and $15.63 for the 2 months after that. The first session will be on February 1st. The times vary. So we have 2 different times. We have certain days where we will have early morning sessions, and then we're going to have some evening sessions. I am a mom of 2. I am a wife. My day starts at 7 o'clock in the morning when my children get up. So I cannot I cannot dedicate every evening to this. I know for a lot of you guys, you work, but you will have playbacks. It's going to be short sessions. Whenever you are available to watch those playbacks, take notes, implement those things. Just because you cannot attend live, you get unlimited access to the playbacks to watch whenever you can. And then maybe with a session that you can come in, you can get a little bit of clarity on some of those questions that you had. But we will have morning sessions and a few evening sessions. Right now, I am committed to evening sessions for Essential to Silhouette Studio. So it is going to be kind of limited until I reach the end of Silhouette Studio, which is March. But in April, for this program, we are going to have a few more like evening sessions. Oh, of course. LaShonda, you're gonna have a whole bunch of work. I'm just letting you know that we have to have our meeting, but yes, you're gonna have a lot of work to do. My mama used to say they're robbing Peter to pay Paul. Do I do DTFs? I utilize them. Do I make them? No. Do I design them? Yes. And then I send my prints off to be printed by someone that has a DTF printer, because I personally don't have the time right now to maintain a DTF printer. I do a lot of different things. A DTF printer is something that requires maintenance, and it requires you to stay on top of because of that white ink. I just don't have that time right now. So as of right now, I do not have a DTF printer. It's not in my immediate plans to get one because I simply don't have the time to maintain it. Is it working or is it teaching? Is working only considered hard labor? No, I don't believe that working requires it to be hard. So even with teaching, a teacher goes to their job and they're doing it for compensation. That is work. So I don't believe it has to be hard. And teaching is not, baby, I may not be doing a whole lot of stuff and lifting up with, like lifting up stuff and putting strain on my back, but this is not easy. Trying to figure out like what to teach, how to teach it in a way that's digestible, how to market it, and the amount of work you have to do. Like there's a lot of work to this. It's this that you guys see seems easy. Most times I'm not about to create a thumbnail. Some people say, oh, go do that. That's what's going to make your YouTube videos pop. And that's how you're going to get. I don't do this to, like, some people do it and they can make a lot of money off of YouTube. So they're going to do every single time they do a video, they're going to do the fancy thumbnails. They're going to go and do all these things. I just kind of use it as a marketing tool. Like, I mean, it's for you to be introduced to me. And I invest and I put in the work for my paid classes. I don't put in a lot of work for these. Like, I really don't. As far as like on that, like that level, when I say work, I mean like all of those extra things. If you get one that has the white ink circulation in it, you don't have to maintain it just to help. Not true. It still requires maintenance. That you have to remember, it circulates for the ink, but your print heads, like that's a much thicker ink than the others. If you were to print DTF without the white, it is just like pigment ink, just like sublimation ink. It is translucent. So that ink is a different consistency than the white ink. So you do still have to do certain things as far as maintaining. There's a certain way that you should, turn your machine off at the end of the night, and you should do certain things like to kind of preserve your heat, your print head. There are some people that, like, no matter what you do, no matter which system you have, you go through a lot of print heads. So you have to change those. It's not like other printers where you can have that same print head and it's going to last a really, really, really long time. Most of them are changing out their print heads because that is a thicker ink. So trying to get, because it's still using let me tell y'all something. If you didn't know, every single DTF printer, no matter what name is on the front, no matter how it looks, they've just made an Epson print head look good, but that's an Epson print head at the end of the day. I've taken them apart. I know what they look like. It's still a piezoelectric print head. So it can clog. You're still going to have some level of maintenance. Now, will the agitator eliminate some of the additional maintenance that some people will experience? Yes, but it still requires a much higher level of maintenance than, say, my eco-solvent printer, or even if you have a true sublimation printer, their maintenance cycles won't be as many with those compared to DTF. And that's what I mean when I say I don't have the time to do that. What is the best way to outsource to get DTF prints? Try out a bunch of different companies. One of the things that I read is, do I have it here? Hold on. It doesn't have to be this big. And this is me. I don't know. I don't know what my spirit said to answer, because it's not what I'm talking about. When I have regular Q&As, where are y'all at on the regular Q&A days with all these great questions? So you want to send this, go to our website, get the color chart, or go find you a free color chart. You're going to send that to a few DTF printers, like depending on like how their sheets are. Maybe you will break them up or whatever, but you want to send it to them. When it comes in, either you mark it or on your file, you're going to put whatever company you're ordering it from, and you're going to send this to them. That way you can see what the white ink looks like. You can see how it pressed, see if it's a hot peel. So if you want to go research a few companies, you can throw a rock and hit about 30,000 DTF if you just put in a search online for DTF printers, or you can look on TikTok. There's a whole bunch of people that say they sell DTF prints. Facebook, YouTube, like it's not hard to find someone that does DTF. But before you go and maybe send them a file, you may want to send them a color chart and have them print it out. And then you can compare them and see who you want to be your good, better, best, your first choice, second choice, third choice, if they cannot, looking at their pricing, looking at their options. There's some companies, a lot of the bigger companies don't really do long gang sheets. It's more of the startup companies, kind of mom and pop type companies that really will do the long gang sheets. Some of those really big commercialized ones, they have really small so-called gang sheets as far as their pricing. They don't have anything for you to go kind of beyond that and extend it. So those are things that are going to affect the pricing and like who you choose, depending on like how you need to order it. All right. I should design my own sublimation printer. Oh, I don't know. I'm not at that point. That definitely will take some investors and a lot of planning, and somebody's going to have to invest in that, because that is not an easy that's not easy technology. But I facilitate for my full-time job, and it's not easy at all. It's not. It really isn't. But guys, I came on here where we're at. Oh, we're at 1 hour and 23 minutes. But I came on here because that question, and just seeing that people were charging $25 for customized tumblers. Now, this person is paid for this tumbler and still hasn't come has not come to pick it up. Would anyone care to take a stab at how much this tumbler was invoiced for? And that says a lot, that she paid that amount and she still hasn't come pick this bad boy up. This is someone's customized senior tumbler. Not even the grad one, because I got a graduation one when her grad pics come in. I got to do that one. This was just to commemorate her senior year. Oh, how I wish that was true. Oh, how I wish that was true. Because I don't feel like the following is always great. Oh, how I wish it was true. Oh yeah, this is paid for. Paid for. Invoice is paid. And she didn't come pick it up yet. Some people know me. I saw somebody put it. I think it must have been LaShonda. She definitely knows me very well. But it's kind of you kind of have it. You're on the money, but it's a little backwards. You mix some of the numbers up. How long have I had this? Since the start of the school year. So she paid for it when she purchased her senior crown. What else did she get that time? She got the senior crown and it was something else and the tumbler. But the senior crown was something that she needed like right away. And then this one was made after the fact and it's still sitting here. So she literally paid that entire invoice, but hasn't come to pick this up yet. 3065, 5630. Oh, I don't have to. She knows it's here. I literally talk to her all the time. It's a keepsake. I mean, it's like for her, it's art on it. So, I don't even have to send him a reminder. It's not even a random person. It's somebody that I know very, very well. And it's just sitting here. This tumbler was invoiced at $63.65 because of the design, the number of pictures on here, the custom elements to it. $63.65. I'm going to show you guys and I will then try and flip it around. This one. Wait, why is it not showing? Oh, wait, or is it somewhere but small? Okay, wait, what does it say? It won't put this one up on the screen. Dang it. Why won't it put it on the screen? But you guys saw the one that I did when I was online for the hair one. That one was over $50 because I have a design fee and then I have a fee for the tumblers. So for that particular one, the design fee was not my tier one. That fell within my tier two designing because of the stuff I had to do. It wasn't made from like a pre-made template, but it also wasn't overly complicated. So that particular design fee starts at $25.63. And then my tumblers standard. So if I have a design that's pre-made, I'm not doing anything to it, and I just have the file for it, those tumblers for me are $25.63. So yeah, this is an over $60 tumbler for the artwork. I cannot sell this to anyone else. Nobody else's child has this face. Their name may not be Jayla. They may not go and they're within the nursing program or like whatever the thing is at her school, whatever. But I cannot. This is not a template. This is me selling. I can't even turn this into a template to even duplicate this. Now I can probably do something like the 24, okay, the diamonds, but everybody's name is not going to fit like this to where I can put class of and then this part here. So this cannot be a template. Everybody's name won't fit to where I can make her sit on the A. Now I can go and I can have the little Barbie head. I can kind of put that on there. I can use this same background for people. I can use technically this part, whatever, but everything else on there had to be arranged just for this person. I had to go in. All these pictures, they weren't sent to me as PNGs. I had to remove the background on every last one of these. Some of them I had to edit them. I had to move it to make it and like adjust certain things to make it look like she's sitting on the A. Wait, where is it? The A. I had to add shadows to this. This took time. There's no way in HU, me making the, once it's printed and I do this is nothing. This is grunt work. This is nothing. I can literally I can be the designer, create it, leave it in the file, have somebody else print it out, somebody else wrap it. This is nothing to me. Nothing at all. Because I'm gonna go and I'm gonna put a whole bunch. I have a bunch of orders, whether they're the same or different ones. I'm gonna throw 15 of them in my oven and I'm gonna make them that way. I'm not using no heat press. It doesn't take work for me to turn it, do this, do that. So I can sell this anywhere, like for certain designs that are like if I'm mass producing one. So I have, where is the pencil one? I don't know where the pencil one is. That or like my stainless steel, like my stained glass one. This one I think is $23.65. The pencil one, I want to say for that one, no name on it. I do have that one because it's just a generic type design. That one is something that would be like a product. That one I have for $15.63, but that's also with what I was paying for tumblers. Now Johnson's Plastics has lost their ever loving mind. If and when, and I say, well, I'm not probably going to order from them. I'm going to now probably go direct. Now it's time for me to go direct to China because Johnson's Plastics have lost their ever loving mind. Their tumblers now are $7.85. That's not business. That's not wholesale pricing anymore. They're basically selling them like they are retail, and Shakia ain't having it. So I will be now going overseas to get my tumblers because I refuse to pay that. But based off of what I was paying before, around like $5.15 per tumbler from them, and then with certain like with discounts it goes lower than that. I can sell this for $15 and I'm still making, because it's mindless work. Like it's already set up, I can print it out. Like I can do that for this. This is a product. This and this is a service. There are service fees with this. My time comes with this. When I'm sitting here designing this, I cannot make any other money, meaning what I'm physically doing. I can't make any other money. So it's a service and I charge for services. This is a service in setting this up. This right here, the description that's on this was custom written and curated by me. Every piece of literature on here, all of this stuff. This is, do y'all know that these two technically are not the same? This is just her name, 2024, add a background, add a couple pictures to it. This right here, I basically made her into a doll. And this says like it is a doll. I'll read it to you. This is for the Vermilla doll. A true embodiment of Black girl magic, Vermilla is a stunning melanated girl who radiates intelligence, strength, ambition, and undeniable sense of empowerment. With her captivating presence, radiating smile, confident demeanor, and positive energy, she will inspire young girls to embrace their uniqueness and believe in their limitless potential. With God and family by her side, Vermilla possesses the magic within to achieve greatness and make her dreams a reality. Get ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment with Vermilla. Warning: this package may result in a newfound confidence, a hunger for success, and an unbreakable spirit. The vanilla package is not responsible for any unstoppable ambitions, extraordinary achievements, or world-changing endeavors that may follow. Embrace the power of dreams and watch your future soar to unimaginable heights. This package contains extreme levels of inspiration, empowerment, and boundless imaginations, guaranteed to set the world ablaze with ambition. Handle with care, as it may cause unstoppable goals, contagious smiles, and endless positive energy. So this is kind of a breakdown of that part. So it just says, Vermilla, beautiful black girl magic, a source of inspiration and empowerment for all young girls to embrace their intelligence, strength, and ambition, while celebrating their unique beauty and heritage. You think I designed all this for $25? Baby, lies you tell. No, 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 no. Now this is the epitome of custom. So they're not the same price. So when I ask the question, what determines your and up? What determines your and up? If you haven't thought about what determines your and up, you don't know where to start to even think about what's going to determine your and up. You need to be in the creative lounge. Figure out a way. Right now, if in your mind right now you're saying, I can't afford it, I cannot, that means that means you don't have any plans. You have no plans to ever get past where you are now to where you say you can't afford it. If right now you've been doing this for a while, you still can't get over that hump, you can't figure out how to get people to pay for your services, that means you're not able, whatever you're doing, whatever you're just kind of listening to and trying to piece it together, it's not working for you. You may need someone that's going to shake you up and help you with your confidence, because some of you guys have everything that you need, but you might need that encouragement. That person is going to say, post that thing at $65, post that thing for $85. Understand that there's a difference when it's a work of art. Learning how to communicate that there is a difference between this and this and this. If it's not, if you know that I can, like, if I can do it, don't look at my time, how long I've been doing this. Your clientele is different. To be honest, it's kind of not. But the confidence that I have in what it is that I do, the way I think outside the box, the way I unlock my creativity. I told TikTok this. You guys haven't heard this story. So I had someone that I made a Tumblr for, and it was, I didn't make it for her. I made it for her child, for her senior night last year. How be ever, some way, somehow, her mother is using her Tumblr. So she's been taking it to work. Her coworker was like, OMG, I love this. It's absolutely awesome. I need one of those. She contacted me. She gave me 4 inspirational pictures. The person who it's for, I have never spoken to this person at all. Never spoken to the person. Even when I sent the mock-up to the person that, that contacted me, she facilitated the whole thing. I told her what the price was. She told the person gave her the money. She sent me the money. When I sent her the mock-up, she said, it's fine. The lady didn't even want to see it because she was doing some other stuff. She never saw my mock-up to make any changes, to make any provisions. I personally never spoke to the person it was for. I was given 4 pictures and I was told she's an AKA. then I get a video of her saying, oh my God, I absolutely love my Tumblr. This is my personality to a T. Never spoke to her. But I have the ability to do that because of the work that I have put in, and I can demand them type of prices because I can go and create something that embodies who you are and have never talked to you before. And got a tip on top of it. Hey, I like tips. Any one of you can get to that point, but you got to put in the work. Whether you're going to figure out a way to motivate yourself and you're going to improve your skills by yourself to get there, if you're going to figure out how to design and how to tap into that gift of being able to design and literally bring somebody's personality to life, then that's when you can get to the bag. But if you can't, now if you figure, hey, Shakia, you gave me something to think about. All right, I know what I have to do. Boom, I'm to the races. Hey, I did what I set out to do in this free live video. Hey, I helped you. Now you can go go forward, be fruitful and multiply. Okay, you can get to the bag yourself. But if you're like, man, I need a push for 3 months. I cannot go this year the same way I did last year. I have to be able to figure out, this doesn't have to be your full-time, it doesn't have to be the income that pays all of your bills. But if you're looking to make extra money, or you eventually want to get the ball rolling to where you can have a fully profitable business where you don't have to go clock in, it starts somewhere. I am not going to promise you that, hey, you're going to take this class, you're going to be able to quit your job at the end of it. No, because it takes work. It definitely takes work. And for some people, they may realize entrepreneurship isn't for me. I can run a business, but entrepreneurship is not for me because of the demand that entrepreneurship takes. It requires entrepreneurship. There's a demand on your life when you want to be an entrepreneur. Now, business, you're doing it, and business means that you are creating a product or service and you are exchanging it for currency. If that's, just want to be able to have a little extra and you want to exchange your services, and your products for currency, you can run a business. But man, it takes a whole other level to be an entrepreneur. So you can start off. Now, I'm not saying that these 3 months is going to take you, like for some, it may not. You may need, like this may need to be the jump start that you need to understand your processes. All these creative things that you're seeing, you're in this group and you're thinking, man, I got into Sublimation, but now I want to do DTF. I need to do this. You might be able to stick to one thing, one printing process and still make money and not need all these other things. Because I don't really think y'all are thinking about what all that really takes. Even with doing one, man, it's going to be hard waiting for February 1st. Because our first session that I have lined up for February 1st is going to blow some people's minds. If you go to the website, shop.hsinc365.com, it says Creative Lounge. I'm actually going to put it up to the top. I'm going to do that right now. I actually need to replace the crash course because that's not my featured product right now. Creative Lounge is. Creative Lounge will save you $9.28. If you don't have $45.63 right now, you want to pay for it in installments, you go to our Academy site and you're going to look for Creative Lounge. It is $23.65 for the first month. The next 2 months will be $15.63. Okay. My Facebook page is Shakia Lavelle. So Facebook took away my personal, so everything I do now is just business. So my name is Shakia Lavelle, SHAKEYA Lavelle. If you click the link in my bio, there is a link tree that will take, I think, to my groups, and you kind of see me as the admin, but you can send me a friend request or just follow. But I don't really utilize my groups as like this exclusive community. I have classes via my Academy site, and we have like 2 different exclusive communities within that. So if you catch me on here, or you can, like, if I'm on these live videos, you can go and watch them on YouTube. If I'm like live on YouTube or Facebook and watch the playback. And I like to follow. Hey, definitely follow. So it makes it easier to know when I'm on. Follow me on all locations in case you don't get the notification. But I don't teach via Facebook groups. Oh, the Facebook page, I changed it. It's not Silhouette Anonymous anymore. The Facebook group is Silhouette Anonymous. And honestly speaking, the Facebook pages are Honestly Speaking and 365 Creative Academy. Aw, thank you. Thank you. You need which template? What, the Barbie doll one? Now, me giving you this, I'm telling you. So, me giving you this as a template, you have to know, you have to remember that her name is custom on there. So, this as a template is nothing more than the box. And then on this side, it would be the box going here, the two boxes, and then this box right here. Everything else, you would have to, because even the word art has her name in it. So I can't give that to you as a template because even the word art has her name in it. That's how much work went into this. Any questions for me in regards to the Creative Lounge, or anything that we discussed today? Let's see. Now that's awesome and says a lot about you. Would you say it's best to have clients to inquire for custom designs like these versus having a custom listing? So yes and no. So definitely they need to kind of inquire. This is something where it does take you speaking with your customer or getting some type of information from them. So there's a couple different ways that you can do it. So I'm going to give you some free game right now if you're ready for it. You can regardless of what, you should still have a questionnaire. There should be certain things that you are asking of your customers to get a sense of what it is that they kind of want. And when they don't know anything, they're saying surprise you. You got to really have to be crazy like me to be able to come up with some crazy-ish. And you have to be willing to draw inspiration. So I studied a lot of Barbie boxes and their setup and layouts, and I compared them. And so there was a lot of prep work for this. The design part didn't take a lot of time, but the prep time for this to gather everything and really kind of pull that inspiration, it was a few hours over the course of a few days. So this was not a quick kind of thing because I had to research to really get an idea of how I wanted this to look. Had to go and find, because these are her pictures, right? So it's not like I had to go find those elements. I made this from scratch. That didn't take a lot of time. But the research for the design is what took the most time. So you should have some type of questionnaire, whether you are going to speak with them directly and ask them and kind of go over and, just get their feedback, or you can have a form that they will fill out. So your custom listing could be to book the time. It can be whatever your base fee, or like your, I'm gonna say consultation fee, but it's like your base design fee. You have to set that up and know what you want that to be, and let them know that can vary depending on what that final design is. But you want them to at least pay for your time for you to be able to communicate with them and start to think about their design. So you can have a custom listing, but you have to be very, very clear in that custom listing and what that is for, and for them to know that that is not for the finished product. That is for them to secure your time to be able to work on their design. Make sense? That was my first thought, but I went to a higher price because I felt like, nah, not for the professor. um, oh, they don't look mirrored. Hold on. I'll flip it for you. Okay, so now you can see. And this one was an extra. This one was for me. I like this one so much. So they got their tumblers. This one is one that I keep on my shelves. So this one I'm not waiting for somebody to pick up. I loved it so much that I made one that just stays here. The top is going to make it easier to spin this. I need to incorporate design fees because it stresses me out. You definitely need to. I'm not at that level yet to charge your prices. I was close with my first answer. You were. You just mixed up the things because, you know, my numbers always go 365 or 563 and like in that order. I need to make a questionnaire. What time is a creative lounge? So there is an early morning. There are early morning sessions. I'm trying to catch you guys like, you know, fresh in the morning. And right after I drop Zion Imani off. So there are some sessions that are at 9 a.m. and then there are sessions that are at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If I could buy your creative juices at a monthly price, I would. We don't own printers. We don't manufacture printers. So our ink is made when you are converting a printer. So any of the Epson printers that you're converting, like if it's the EcoTank one, it's going to work. I personally don't recommend, you know, I don't always like to just like give out numbers. Any of them you can use. The only ones that I recommend are the ones that are $1,000, 16,600, 16,650. If you have cartridge-based printers and you can get the cartridges for them, the refillables, you can use our ink. But because we are not a company that sells sublimation printers, our ink is made to convert printers. All right. So click the link in the description, guys. And also you can look for the post. I'll make a post with the links to make it a little bit easier to find and pin it to Shaquille Lavelle. I'll pin it to my link tree. I look forward to seeing you guys on February 1st. There will be a calendar and there's going to be topics for each day. And then there's going to be kind of a general day where I will basically, you know, take questions or help someone like specifically. So we'll pick somebody in the room, whether we'll do it ahead of time or like in the room. Maybe the first couple ones it'll be like, you know, volunteers in the room, but eventually we will have it to where you can send it to us, and we will, from that list, we're going to end up picking someone to kind of just go over their system, their structure, and I will be able to give some feedback and give some direction that may work for you. Everything that I know, you know, and that's the good thing about me. I don't just teach from the things that I know and that have worked for me. I've been around, I observed, I've soaked up a lot of things that just kind of don't work, but they may work for someone else. So I'll say, well, you know, this is something that I know somebody else did based off of your situation. It may work for you. So that's the beauty of how I teach. So many people teach, I'm going to teach you my blueprint. I don't do that. I can give you the playbook. I can teach you the game, and you can apply what works for you. I don't tell you I'm going to teach you my blueprint, because my blueprint, or not even say my blueprint, my journey may not be what's best for you. But there are certain things in business to be successful, certain mindsets that you have to adopt. Like you have to move a certain way if you want to see certain results. So I'm always speaking to those things, but exactly how and the method that you use to reach that goal, it's going to be different for every single person. I know of a lot of my counterparts who are more known because they were out and about. They're moving and grooving. They're going and they're jet setting. They're going to this event, that event. They're going to this expo, this conference, and their face is really out there. But they also don't have young children. So I can't have what made them successful. I can't follow that because I don't like to travel without my children. And my kids have never missed a day of school. MJ is in the 7th grade and has never missed a day of school from pre-K. Well, pre-K, he missed 2 days because somebody gave him the pink eye. So from the school that counts from kindergarten to 7th grade, Makai Jeremiah has never missed a day of school. Zion Imani is a little bit different because he has epilepsy. He had a seizure. So he's missed 1 day. He's only in kindergarten though. But MJ has never missed a day of school. So it's a little bit different for me. I can't follow somebody else's blueprint to where their success came from networking and jet setting. So I can give you suggestions. I can listen. I'm great with seeing someone's situation and being able to give some suggestions that's going to help. So that's a little bit different. That's what's different when you learn from me. All right. So I don't see any new questions on the floor. I'm going to let you guys go. I've held you up for almost 2 hours, but hopefully if you've been here for the whole 2 hours, it was well worth it for you. It gave you some things to think about. It lit a fire up under your butt. And you're going to maybe think about how you approach this thing called business and entrepreneurship, or how you are monetizing your skills and your crafts. Okay. Thank you guys so very much. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.